FATAWU Isshaku has become a person of interest according to reports for Crystal Palace, who are set to sell off Michael Olise. We're going to talk about it today. We're also going to touch on Christian Atsu. 6 months on after the passing of the Black Stars player in Turkey, his wife has spoken out for the first time, talking about struggles of raising her kids without their father and having to tell them exactly what happened to him. She also wishes the memory of Atsu lives on forever. We'll have a look at that today and speak about KAMALDEEN Suleiman as well. He is nursing an injury that could see him miss the Black Stars' final AFCON qualifier game versus Central African Republic. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. We'll start off from the camp of FATAWU Isshaku, who, according to reports making the rounds, has become a person of interest for Crystal Palace. Currently, he is not in the plans of Sporting CP manager, but Palace, who are set to lose Michael Olise to Chelsea after they activated his £35 million clause, is on their wish list. The Crystal Palace are preparing an offer to Ghana and Sporting Lisbon winger FATAWU Isshaku in this current transfer window. Now, the 18-year-old is also on the radar of Spanish outfit Real Valladolid and has been identified as a replacement for soon-to-be Chelsea winger Michael Olise. Now, Isshaku is expected to cost the Eagles 15 million euros. That's Sporting prepared to offload the talented winger in the window. While the Portuguese Giants are waiting for an offer from South London outfit, there are reports he could also leave on loan before a permanent deal is decided. The former Steadfast attacker has been sandwiched between first team and youth football by manager Ruben Amorim. It looks like he would be relying on other options than the Ghanaian. Isshaku did not feature for the club during pre-season, and it doesn't look good for him heading into the season. And the season just started. It's not looking like the coach has him in his plans. So Crystal Palace have, according to reports, made an inquiry on him. They are set to lose Olise to Chelsea, who are on a rampage, signing players left, right, center. They just completed the Caicedo deal, set to announce Lavia from Southampton, and now Olise from Crystal Palace. The Blues are on a rampage. It's looking like they are building the ultimate dream team. That they have to make it work on the pitch, and that is another matter altogether. And Isshaku, owing to these movements, is looking to get into Crystal Palace and make a mark in the Premier League. He will be there with Schlupp and Jordan Ayew, so he will be in good company. If this deal does go through, we'll be following it closely. And as you know, with transfer news, it's quite fluid. Anything can happen any moment in time. It can fall through, it can not happen, it can go through. Anything is possible, as we saw with Kudus Mohammed, and still seeing with him West Ham United at the latest to inquire on the Ghanaian. So Isshaku, a person of interest for Crystal Palace. We'll see how that one goes. My next story has to do with Christian Atsu, his wife. 6 months after Atsu's death, the wife opens up on an emotional struggle, reveals conversation with the kids. For me, it's very important that his name is still there, especially for the children, that he was known, that he was loved by everybody. I just hope his name will never go away. Speaking to the media for the first time since passing, Rubio describes the confusion over whether Atsu was safe, hearing about developments on the radio and the impact his death has had on their children. I was shocked, and it's hard to believe. Atsu was in Turkey, having signed for Hatayspor last September while his family remained in Newcastle. Rubio spoke last with him on Saturday, 4th February, and because his team were playing Kasim Bassa the next day, he planned to speak with her again on Monday. Unfortunately, it did not happen, and that was when Christian Atsu passed away. BBC Radio 5 did this interview The earthquakes claimed his life, and unfortunately, the kids will be growing up without a father. It's painful, it hurts, it's not the ultimate best way children have to grow up, but life can be that way sometimes. It hurts so much, and she's brave enough to even come on and talk about Christian Atsu and his memory in this way. Strong woman at that. I have to admire her bravery. Probably most of us would not have been able to do this, but she says it's been a confusing time for them. She hopes his name lives on, his memory lives on, his kids get to know that he was loved by all and sundry, and it is a painful one at that, and we hope and wish that his memory lives on beyond his years, for his children to know that he was an amazing human being, aside being a father to them. Condolences, commiserations to the family once again. My next story has to do with KAMALDEEN Sulemana, who according to Southampton coach is nursing an injury and could be a doubt for his club side, for Ghana and his club side Southampton this weekend. The Ghana forward is set to miss Southampton's upcoming game against Norwich due to an ongoing muscle injury, and probably that's why you've not heard clubs swooping in for him. There were talks about Everton coming in for him and all that. KAMALDEEN has a muscle injury. Any club could not get him playing if they do decide he is worth signing. The club's record signing has been dealing with the injury, is yet to make an appearance for Southampton in the current season. Manager Russell Martin provided an update on KAMALDEEN Sulemana's condition during a press conference on Friday, confirming that the player has been receiving specialized treatments for the muscle injury. KAMALDEEN had a muscle injury, and that is hard. He's been away for the last few days getting some specialist treatment, as it's been a busy physio room, and I've got to prioritize performance, he said. Sulemana's absence from the pitch has fueled speculation about his future, with transfer interest from other clubs reported this summer. While Martin acknowledged the interest, he emphasized Sulemana's importance to Southampton, stating, "He's our player and we want him as fit as we possibly can to try and help us on the pitch." 20-year-old forward's return to the team is expected next week, although Martin acknowledged that the situation remains the same. Southampton are looking to recover from their midweek Carabao defeat to League Two side Gillingham when they face Norwich at St. Mary's on Saturday. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Sulemana's availability, Martin remains focused on preparing the team for the challenges ahead, stating, "In the meantime, it is what it is." Wish KAMALDEEN Sulemana a speedy recovery. Doesn't look like he will be available for Ghana versus Central African Republic. We'll see about that. It's in 2 weeks' time, that game, so we'll be monitoring him closely and update you accordingly. So that has been it for today. 6 months on from the passing of Christian Atsu, the wife spoke for the very first time. We've also been talking about KAMALDEEN Sulemana's injury woes, muscle problem, which has kept him out for a while now, and also talk to you about Isshaku to Crystal Palace. He's not in the plans of Sporting CP manager. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.